Goblet of the Truth Index by Dr. Ron Pleune, drpleune @gmail.com.
Choice. Through free will based on insight, intellect, and true discernment, rationality. Chapter 20. Lines 7 to 19.
Therefore also no person of your kind or human being is the same as another in his or her inner nature, in his or her inner world or consciousness, in his or her thoughts and feelings, or in his or her psyche, in his or her character, and all other things that make him or her into a person of your kind or human being. And no person of your kind or human being will remain so in himself or herself as he or she is at the moment or currently, because everyone changes inexorably in order to unfold or evolve, so that he or she may fulfill the determination of the life. All life changes constantly. Above all, the people of your kind or human beings, both in their body and their inner world or consciousness, as well as in their psyche, in knowledge and in wisdom, in ability or capabilities, and in talents or skills, in thoughts and feelings, in the admonishment or conscience, and in the fertilization of the truth, or learning of the knowledge about the truth, or in the belief of godliness or religiosity. How and in what direction you people of your kind or human beings change yourselves is principally dependent upon the extent to which you knowingly or consciously involve yourselves in the process of evolution. It is truly important for you to lead your lives upbuildingly or positively, yourselves in a knowing or conscious wise, or whether you have it led or guided by other people of your kind or fellow human beings. Therefore you can determine your own determinations yourselves, just as your own thoughts and feelings, your striving for the fertilization of the truth, or learning of the knowledge about the truth, or in the belief of godliness or religiosity, or you can give your own freedom in subordination or servitude, and have everything affected or determined by external orders from people of your kind or fellow human beings. Consider that each new day and the entire time to come or future will not bring any fewer terrible things, and calamities with it for all people of your kind or humankind, than all the days in the time before you or past, because truly you are not better than your forefathers and foremothers or ancestors, forebears, who brought terrible things and calamity down upon your worlds and all people of your kind or humankind. Therefore, in order for everything to change or alter to the better, you must start in the moment or now, with yourselves, and turn the terrible things and the calamity away from yourselves. Otherwise, everything will stay as it was in all the time before you or in the past. Therefore see to it, but differently from your forefathers and foremothers or ancestors' forebears in the times before you or past, that you see or become aware of the terrible things in the calamity, and do not overlook anything, so that you may recognize the evil in it, and strive for all goodness which is waiting to be found by you. And consider that nothing in life is so quickly blown away or fleeting as thoughts that could lead to the growth or expansion of the knowledge and the wisdom of the inner world or consciousness, and to a life in true love, and to gain or fulfillment of the life-giving or creational laws and recommendations, because people of your kind or human beings rather follow the life of earthly or material joys, instead of the joys and values that proceed from the truth and the gain or fulfillment of the love and of the truly life-giving or creational mightiness which is your own, but which you must find in yourselves through insight or intellect, and true discernment or rationality, in a knowing or conscious wise, and must unfold to a high value. Truly, a good effect upon people of your kind or human beings can only be had by what is in you and in your inner nature, which you knowingly or consciously take in and use or process in the same wise, and only through you knowingly or consciously taking in and using or processing everything in the same wise will there be sufficient reasons for you to let you find a truly successful or strengthening and prosperous or blossoming life. However, be knowing or conscious that you can never experience the good or positive if there were not also the bad or negative. Therefore you would never know what is freedom in yourselves and outside yourselves if there were not unfreedom. And therefore there would not be any joy without joylessness, nor any happiness without affliction. However, it is wrong that there shall be no love without hatred, because hatred is not laid down in the life-giving or creational laws and recommendations, but rather truthfully love. But people of your kind or human beings have the power of free determination or will, by means of which you can think out or form everything according to your choice or discretion. Therefore it is possible for you, instead of turning yourselves to the true love of the life-giving or creation, according to free determination or will, to affect or create hatred, in which case you then fallaciously assume that this is laid down in a life-giving or creational wise, which is however not at all the case. Truthfully, the life-giving or creational laws and recommendations only secure that you yourselves make your choice or decision, and act accordingly. Therefore you act in free determination or will, according to your insight or intellect, and true discernment or rationality. If you want to live and act solely according to the truth of the life-giving or creational laws and recommendations, then you must first comprehend or recognize them in order to understand their effect or mode of effectuation, of proceeding or origin, and decision or effect equals cause and effect. Because it is only with this insight or cognition and cognizance that it is possible to act fairly or responsibly, righteously or conscientiously, and in fairness.